Good morning, everybody. It's April the 15th. And I've been chomping at the bits ever since I knew I was coming over here to my buddy Matthew's place. Some days there's 2 birds out here, some days there's 3 birds out here strutting. Today I've hunted over here several times, and these birds don't act like normal birds. They act like typical field birds. It's like if you call, you don't hear nothing. They might come. I hunted in here, matter of fact, not too long ago, and didn't do any good whatsoever. So I think today I'm just going to basically try to ambush them. I'm going to go down here. I know approximately where they coming out into the field at. I'm going to carry my ground blind, get set up, and we'll try to wait them out. We'll see what happens. I will do little to any calling whatsoever. Now, if I see a bird pop out in the field, I might, do a little bit of light calling, just basically to see how they're going to react. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited because I know there's birds here, but I've also hunted over here before, and I know the chances of hearing a gobble slim. I think Matthew told me he hears more gobbles in the afternoons than he does mornings, and I don't know if it's because we're right beside the interstate. I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna go in here and get my ground blind set up. I'm gonna be sitting in the ground blind. I'm gonna put a couple of decoys out, but I'm gonna put them in a little bit of thicker stuff. I don't want them out in the field where the birds, if they come out, say 200 yards away from me, where they'll just hang up and wait. I'm going to just basically try to get 2 of them out in front of me, so if a bird does come up through there, and if he sees them and it's coming up there to him, maybe it'll have his attention more on them, and I can get some footage, because that's basically what I'm here for. So anyway, wish me luck. I hope the birds are cooperating today and wanting to come to this field. I finally got set up. Took a little while. It's kind of hard to see. This ain't what I had in mind. Got my 2 decoys out, but I guess one of them's looking up in the tree. Maybe she sees a woodpecker. But anyway, there's I was listening for a gobble. I hadn't heard anything yet. But there's a road bed right beside me. Then there's also a little food plot just to my immediate right. Well, I don't know, not far. Let's say within 100 yards. There's this little hardwood draw runs down, goes down towards the creek. And according to what I was told, those birds are coming up that draw and coming into this field, but they also come to this little food plot back here. So I'm kind of right here up in this corner, but I want it on the high side where I can see. And if the birds come out in the field, say 100, 200 yards from me, and that's where they stay, then the next time I'll just make my adjustments. I'll move down there. But I enjoy being out here, but I'm gonna tell you, ambushing turkeys is like my least favorite to do. beards. At least 3. I saw 3. I just shot one. He's over there flopping. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. That looks like a jake, maybe. Well, let's go look at it. Absolutely gorgeous morning. Oh, it couldn't have got no better. It was, well, just to recap the hunt. Well, what I'll show you is I'm sitting right here and the birds came up. Now, unfortunately, they didn't come out into the field. I thought I was going to have plenty of time to video. But these birds came up and they were just right there. But I'm right-handed and it was a tough shot to get on these birds. But I think what happened was, because I never called this morning at all, but I think what happened was they come up here and he saw those decoys and he gobbled. And there was 4 of them. It was a tom, 2 jakes, and a hen. And he gobbled. And I looked over there and I could see him, and I'm like, oh goodness. Well, then I could see other birds back behind him, but you can see how thick that is. I couldn't see them clearly, so I didn't know what it was, but I'm just thinking, of course, this is 4 longbeards that's coming up through here. But they stood right there, and I mean, I can't fathom that they could see me inside this blind, so I don't know what did it, but something, not spooked them, but something they didn't like. And they was turning around to leave. So I had already put the camera in the general direction. I just didn't get to zoom in on them. But anyway, I took the shot and dropped him. So the other birds went down and come out into the field, and I didn't know till later, looking at them, that it was 2 jakes and a hen. So that's what all of them was. But I want to go see just how big or not big this bird is. See, this is where I wanted to set up this morning, but I was afraid I couldn't see out in the field, which I can't. And I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know. So I chose to sit on the field side. But I mean, even sitting right here would have been fine. There he is. So that's about. That was going to be my last shot, as far as I know, best I could tell. So it's about 30 yards, maybe 35, something like that. Let's see what we got. Oh. Oh yeah. Pretty good bird. Boy, it is tough videoing by yourself. Anyway, there he is. Nice, pretty bird. Probably 7/8. I don't think that's quite an inch. And it's probably 9 to 10 inch beard. He's not bad at all. No, I'm excited. I didn't hear a gobble. I didn't hear a gobble or anything this morning. And anyway, until this bird got right here, and then it was just like, it scared me. I mean, not scared me, startled me. But anyway, here's the bird. This was ambushing a turkey. I never called, never even pulled my calls out. I figured maybe if I saw a bird in the field, I might purr and just do some little light calling and hope maybe if he saw these decoys, they might ease up this way. But pretty much I was just going to sit here, and I was looking for them to come out into the pasture. And anyway, I don't know if they were going to the pasture or what, but they were coming up this roadbed. So and I'll turn the camera and show you my decoys. And I mean, this is where he was at. He might have been 5 more foot up, because they turned around and started coming back this way. And I promise you, I did not see the bird's body. All I saw was his head and neck, because he wasn't strutting at that point. They were leaving. They saw something they didn't like, and I think it was my decoy. So, man, I tell you what, I think I'm about done with decoys. But anyway, I saw just his head, and of course I knew it was the big bird. So I saw his beard, and I didn't know about the other ones. I figured it was 4 longbeards, but turns out it was 2 jakes and a hen. But he was the one. He was first coming in, and he was last as they was leaving. And luckily, he started walking away from me, and he was right behind a tree, and I could lean over and I could see him as he was taking little steps. And they never putted or anything. They just knew they didn't like something and they was leaving. But anyway, he turned and he took maybe 2 steps, and his head was like right in a perfect little opening. I couldn't even see his body. Bam, I laid the hammer down. So anyway, man, I hope it was on video when he was standing there, because I wear readers. I can't see that viewfinder without my readers, and I just turned the camera and put it where I knew the birds were. It wasn't zoomed in again. So anyway, guys, I apologize for the footage. I know it's not the greatest, but it's tough by yourself. I had another hunt lined up with another guy this morning, and then last night he said he was taking his buddy, trying to get him a bird. So I said, well, I'll just go by myself. So anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to walk my bird up here. I'm going to get my tag put on it. I don't have my tag on me. It's up there in my turkey vest. But go up here and put my tag on it and everything. And we'll get out of here and go home and clean us a bird. Oh, another turkey. Got a little visitor. He wanted to come see my turkey. Yeah, I guess he has seen enough. He couldn't believe he saw a walking bush. Anyway, until this bird got right here, and then it was just like, it scared me. I mean, not scared me, startled me. Hey, yeah. Cow, get off that.